Hi there, this is the Heir of Carthage, bringing you a Rome Total War online commentary battle. I'm playing as the Carthaginians again, and I brought one of my powerhouse Carthaginian rush armies. I've got 6 units of Sacred Band Spearmen, 4 units Sacred Band Cavalry, 3 units Round Shield Cavalry. This is essentially the same army that I used against Puel in the 8 Warlords tournament in one of the battles that I posted. So anyway, I'm playing against the Prince of Seleucid. He recognized me online, and this is one of the 2 battles that I mentioned in my last video upload. Like I said, I can't do this all the time when people ask me to upload, but these 2 asked me and I said I would. So I'm going to keep my word on that, but I can't promise everybody that I play online that I'll be able to upload the battle. Alright, my opponent has 5 urban cohorts. He's got, looks like, 3 units archers, 5 units Praetorian cavalry. So he's got a lot of cavalry, and that's going to make things tricky for me. But of course, you all know from my tactics that I'm going to phalanx charge my opponent so that he can't discharge all of his pilla onto me, and then I'm going to attempt to busy his cavalry while I land a hammer and anvil blow and set off a chain round. I'm going to fast forward a bit to where the action. Okay, here I bring in the phalanx charge, and it actually goes pretty well. I'm a little bit off-center, but it works. So I bring up my phalanx charge, drop my spears, and halt my men. And I get his infantry very good and fixed here. So the infantry fight's going to be real even. I catch his Praetorians here, and I take my round shields around the rear. And this video is going to show you the power of Praetorian cavalry and urban cohorts, which is another one of the weaknesses that Carthage faces. Because Carthage doesn't have any units that can stand toe-to-toe with them, really. But you can still make up for it with strategy. So anyway, I thought I was going to rout these urbans here. Here I am pounding them in the rear. They're fixed in the front by spears. But it's just not enough. They don't break, and in fact, they only take pretty minimal losses. They're only down to about 50 or 60 men. And here comes his Praetorians. And his Praetorians are going to tear up my round shields. His archers are also firing into my cavalry. So now we have an all-out brawl on this wing. Unfortunately, my men cracked first. I did manage to get 1 unit of his urbans there, but he now has Praetorian cavalry in my rear, and that's a big problem, because they're very strong. So you can see Prince of Seleucid hitting my rear here, and that's demoralizing my men. And I've gotten tied down here in a fight with his infantry, and so most of my cavalry gets wasted. This hammer and anvil strike here gives me a pretty painful blow. It routs that unit of infantry, and now I really don't have any chance of winning this fight. So when his urbans didn't break there into that first pressure, that was pretty much the battle. As you can see here, there's a huge pile of my round shield cavalry, where they just couldn't get the urbans to rout. So it was kind of up on the scales there for a moment. Had I routed one of his units first, it could have gone the other way, but it ends up that my unit started routing.
Enemy general shows
and yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. So Prince of Seleucid did well there in getting his cavalry into the back of my men for a well-timed strike to turn the battle into his favor, and so now all he has to do is continue to mop up my forces. So when you fight against Praetorians, cavalry and urban cohorts as Carthage, you got to be real careful about stuff like that. Like I allowed his horses into the backfield, and so that was a bad idea. I really didn't need to be in such a hurry, and so that's probably what cost me partly. So in any case, I really don't have any troops left. He's just chasing off the remainder of my forces. So I tore up some of his urban cohorts pretty good, but he has a few that are pretty well intact. There goes my general.
By the gods,
and I went ahead and
general has got
I'm about to
himself
admit
killed.
defeated the or
How will your soldiers
suicide this
greet
last
this
unit.
news?
I know they're not going to do anything. Here's my men making their last brave stand, but it's certainly not going to work. I have 1 more unit of Sacred Band that's regrouped here. Now, Ace Blazer was, if you see that Julii, those units way back in the back, Ace Blazer was, what do you call it, spectating in this match, so that's why you see that.
Army has broken and your men
in any case,
are
Prince of Seleucid won this battle, played well there, and I wasn't able to break his line. And so, as you can see, I deployed 865 men, had 417 kills, 48 men remaining. Princess Elusive had 921 men deployed, 804 kills, 543 remaining. And as you can see, Ace Blazer really stunk it up in this battle. He had 57 men, but didn't manage to kill anybody. I'm just kidding, he was spectating, it's just a jest at him. Anyway, good game to Princess Lucid, hope you enjoy the video.